Hello traders, welcome back to the Chart Whisperer. I'm Tempo, back again with another analysis video. So do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get alerted when I have a new analysis video out. And right now, let's get right into today's analysis. Beginning with the Dow Jones, we've had two levels of drop. As you can see, quite clear, a little bit of consolidation there. I'm expecting them to perhaps give us one more level of drop, but as you know, after level 2, it's very much common that we will get a pullback to the Mayo right over there, so we're not quite sure if that's going to happen, but it is possible. However, I am still looking to go short unless otherwise stated. So let's just go down to the 15 and see if we can get any entries. The only issue is that yesterday's high is right there by the 8. Why is that though? Doesn't make sense. Okay, it seems like we had a lot of movement actually from the Dow Jones overnight. Okay, quite a bit of volatility during Asian sessions. So the ADR high is right there by yesterday's high. So I'm gonna stay out for now. Perhaps they'll go back to the blueberry, which is the hourly Mayo, and then we'll see if we get anything maybe tomorrow or the day after that. Moving over to NASDAQ, pretty much the same problem here actually. With the whole trade war going on right now, we're probably going to see the market still needs to readjust to the kind of volatility we've been experiencing. So NASDAQ as well, I expect to go short. However, as you can see, the issue there is the ADR high is too close to a point of interest where I would trade. I wouldn't even take a continuation there, so I'm just going to stay out there. Just make sure I didn't confuse anybody here because I will not be taking a trade. Straight to the pound. The pound is given us two levels of drop in my view, quite clear there. I expect them to give us one more level of drop, of course. However, again, I don't have a point of interest. The ADR high is going to be sitting right here, and I'll just wait for something clear to appear. Maybe, hopefully, during the course of this week. If there's one thing that happens during a time like this, is that it's very important to stay out and wait until things make sense again. As much as I want opportunities to trade and profit from the volatility, I'm still going to wait for a good setup. EURUSD, quite opposite of GBPUSD. I don't really like that too much. I prefer when the correlation stands. However, the fundamentals actually have a say this time around. So I've had two levels of rise on EURUSD and they have come down to the Mayo. They hit it quite aggressively, so I expect them to bounce from here and rally up. Let's see if we can take any positions. Again, the ADR is taking things away from us over there, so I can't actually take a trade. I'm just going to be monitoring there, but yeah, I won't be trading anything today. Excuse me. Going over to AUDUSD, they completed 3 levels in my book, actually going down, and then they have since reversed. I'm expecting this area here to be my peak formation. Price might just come somewhere down here before moving up again. Could be today, could be tomorrow, but as you can see, the ADR has been met already, so I don't normally take trades in this scenario. They could go up here, or they could just end the rest of the day in consolidation, so I'm going to stay out, of course, but I am definitely expecting a reversal at some point, probably this week, from the AUD. USDCAD gave us 3 levels of drop, and then they started their uptrend. They had 1 level of rise there, and then spent all of yesterday consolidating. So I'm expecting them to continue the trend for 2 more levels of rise. No points of entries for me here. Just gonna sit and see if there's nothing. Expect them to see them rise low, break this level here, and then give us two more levels. Can't really say if it's today or any other day for that matter. Dollar Swiss franc gave us 1 level of drop. It was a bit of a reset here, an aggressive level of drop, if you will, but it is a level nonetheless. So I expect them to continue for about 2 more levels. However, I am kind of paying attention to this price behavior here. This looks a lot like a peak formation. So I'm gonna have to be careful, of course. I'm just gonna keep monitoring that. In terms of taking a short position, again, the ADRs are in the way, so I won't take any positions there. I'm kind of gonna wait until things cool down, or the ADR indicator kind of resets or recalibrates, if you will. Just so that I have a only hyperbole set up. I don't necessarily have to get into a trade just because I know the market is going. And then finally, S&P 500 completed their 3 levels of drop. On my books here, I expect them to now at some point reverse. I am thinking of the fundamentals as well, but for the most part, I do expect them to reverse from here. This could be a peak formation. It's more likely that we'll see price come down again. However, on the 4-hour, just so for context, we do know that we've had a reset here and we end another downtrend. So we'll just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But we're only looking for the daily move. So here, I expect them to give us maybe another peak formation and then, or a second leg perhaps, to make that a peak formation. Then I can trade off of this level for a level or two. However, as you can see, ADRs are in my way on both sides, so there is no trading opportunity for me. I'll just keep monitoring, and that is really all for today's analysis. One thing I must emphasize is that I don't get paid to trade, I get paid to wait. So as much as I'm going to show up every day and see what's going on, as you can see, there is no trading opportunity for me, rather, at least. So anything else you guys are seeing, maybe click the link in the description. Join us in the discussion group and in the free group where I just send out the updates as well, and you can just let us know if you're seeing things differently, if you're still seeing trading opportunities, or how you're capitalizing from this kind of liquidity. Yeah, if you've got some setups that work very well in this market, would love to see. Or you can just share that with us, share with other traders, so we can keep the conversation going. But on my end, as you can see, I won't be taking any positions today. I probably won't open the chart again until much later, just to see how things ended up, and then I'll see it again tomorrow. And that is it from me. Until the next video, I hope you guys have a profitable trading day. And I'll see you guys in the next one.